Imagine a world where meat production doesn't harm the environment, doesn't involve animal cruelty, and doesn't risk public health. But how possible is this world? Could we really enjoy a juicy steak or a succulent chicken breast without the guilt of environmental degradation, animal suffering, and health risks? It may seem like a utopian dream, but it's a future that could be closer than you think. Welcome to the fascinating realm of synthetic meat. This isn't your typical plant-based substitute, but real meat grown from animal cells in a lab. Yes, you heard that right. Meat that requires no pasture, no feedlots, and no slaughterhouses. It's a radical departure from traditional livestock farming with implications that could ripple through our food systems, our diets, and our planet. But is it too good to be true? Could synthetic meat be the answer to these pressing issues? When we talk about synthetic meat, we mean meat that's grown in a lab from animal cells. But how does this compare to traditional meat production? To start, let's look at the production process. Traditional meat production involves raising and slaughtering animals. This requires substantial amounts of land, water, and feed, and it produces significant greenhouse gas emissions. On the other hand, synthetic meat production involves taking a small sample of animal cells, usually from muscle tissue, and growing these cells in a nutrient-rich medium in a lab. This process requires far less land, water, and energy, and it produces fewer greenhouse gas emissions. Now let's consider animal welfare. Traditional meat production often involves practices that raise serious ethical concerns, such as intensive confinement and inhumane slaughter methods. Synthetic meat production, however, eliminates the need for raising and slaughtering animals. This means it has the potential to greatly reduce animal suffering. Finally, there are public health considerations. Traditional meat production carries risks of foodborne illnesses, such as bacterial contamination, and contributes to antibiotic resistance due to the widespread use of antibiotics in livestock farming. Synthetic meat production could reduce these risks. As it's grown in a controlled environment, there's less chance of bacterial contamination. And since antibiotics aren't needed to keep the cells healthy, synthetic meat could help combat antibiotic resistance. However, there are also challenges associated with synthetic meat. It's currently more expensive to produce than traditional meat, due to the complexity of the production process and the need for specialized equipment. There are also regulatory hurdles to overcome, as well as technological challenges in scaling up production and improving the taste and texture of synthetic meat. And, of course, there's the big question of consumer acceptance. Will people be willing to swap their steak for a lab-grown alternative? As you can see, synthetic meat offers some compelling advantages over traditional meat production, but it's not without its challenges. Let's delve deeper into the benefits of synthetic meat, which extend beyond just the environment and animal welfare. Synthetic meat, a product of science and innovation, poses a solution to various multifaceted problems we face today. Its production process, which involves the cultivation of animal cells in a lab, presents a unique opportunity to alleviate some of the environmental pressures of traditional livestock farming. This innovative method requires less land, water, and energy, making it a greener alternative. Moreover, it substantially reduces greenhouse gas emissions and waste products, contributing to our fight against climate change. But the benefits of synthetic meat don't stop there. It also addresses a critical ethical concern: animal welfare. Traditional meat production involves raising and slaughtering animals, often in conditions that raise eyebrows. Synthetic meat production, on the other hand, eliminates the need for these practices entirely. By cultivating meat in a lab, we can potentially minimize the suffering endured by countless animals in conventional livestock farming. Moreover, synthetic meat could be a game changer in terms of global food security. With our planet's population continuing to grow, the demand for protein-rich food is skyrocketing. Synthetic meat offers a more efficient and sustainable protein source that could help meet this increasing demand without straining our already limited resources. And let's not forget about public health. The current meat production system carries risks of foodborne illnesses, bacterial contamination, and antibiotic resistance, issues that synthetic meat production could effectively mitigate. This technology could also enable us to produce healthier meat products tailored with specific nutritional profiles. Imagine a world where your steak is not only delicious but also designed to perfectly meet your dietary needs. Clearly, synthetic meat has some significant benefits, but what about the challenges? While synthetic meat sounds promising, it's not without its hurdles. It's an exciting prospect, yes, but there are challenges to be faced and overcome. Let's dive into some of the most pressing issues surrounding the production and acceptance of synthetic meat. First off, cost. Synthetic meat production as it stands is a pricey affair. The process is complex, the equipment specialized, and the facilities required are not commonplace. These factors all contribute to a higher price point compared to traditional meat production. However, as technology advances and production scales up, it's anticipated that costs will decrease. The path to affordability, though, may not be a short one. Next, regulatory approval. Synthetic meat is a novel technology, and as such, the rules and regulations governing its production and sale are still being written. Safety and quality are paramount, and proving these to regulatory bodies will be crucial for the synthetic meat industry to thrive. This process can be lengthy and rigorous, but it's an essential step in gaining consumer trust and acceptance. Speaking of acceptance, let's talk about the consumer. Consumer perception and acceptance of synthetic meat is a bit of a wild card. For some, the benefits of synthetic meat are compelling. For others, concerns about safety, taste, and the perceived naturalness of the product may cause hesitation. Educating the public about synthetic meat, its benefits, its safety, its potential, will be a significant hurdle to clear. Finally, the technological challenges. Scaling up production, improving taste and texture, enhancing the nutritional profile. These are all areas that require further research and development. These technological challenges are not small, but the scientific community is hard at work addressing each one. These challenges are significant, but not insurmountable. With continued research and development, synthetic meat could become a viable alternative to traditional meat. The road to a future where synthetic meat is commonplace may be a challenging one, but it's a journey worth embarking on for the potential benefits it could bring to our planet, our animals, and ourselves. So, what have we learned about synthetic meat and its potential to transform the future of meat consumption and production? We've discovered that synthetic meat, born in a lab from a small sample of animal cells, can grow into muscle tissue that can be harvested and processed into various meat products. This fascinating scientific advancement comes with a plethora of potential benefits. We've discussed the reduced environmental impact of synthetic meat production. It requires less land, water, and energy and produces fewer greenhouse gas emissions and waste products compared to traditional livestock farming. This could be a game changer for our planet. We've also explored the potential improvements in animal welfare. The process eliminates the need for raising and slaughtering animals for food, which could significantly reduce the suffering associated with conventional livestock farming practices. Moreover, we've addressed the promise of enhanced food security. Synthetic meat could provide a more sustainable and efficient source of protein, helping to meet the growing global demand in a world with limited resources. Additionally, we've delved into the public health benefits. Synthetic meat could reduce the risk of foodborne illnesses associated with conventional meat production, such as bacterial contamination and antibiotic resistance. It could also offer opportunities to produce healthier meat products with specific nutritional profiles. However, we've also acknowledged the challenges that synthetic meat faces. The cost, regulatory approval, consumer acceptance, and technological challenges are all hurdles that need to be overcome. Yet with continued advancements in technology and growing consumer awareness, these challenges are not insurmountable. In comparing synthetic meat to traditional meat production, it's clear that synthetic meat has distinct advantages in terms of sustainability, ethics, and efficiency. But it also has its own unique challenges that need to be addressed. It's clear that synthetic meat has the potential to revolutionize our food system, but it's up to us to embrace this change and shape the future of meat.